Just wait. Uh-oh. It's supposed to be an intro. Well, he gave us an
Crypto
outro.
Bros are live.
Yeah, it gave us an outro, not an intro. That's all right. All right. Crypto Summit at the White House. Live broadcast with the Crypto Brothers.
Yeah, brother. You.
All right.
Crypto Bros in the house.
All right. So, guys, we're here, and we figured out how to make avatars, so now we look like cartoons. But we're watching this. This is actually provided by let's see here. Trying to find the guy's name. Up there it is. Man, it really don't give the guy's information, but I'm gonna tag him and put him in my stuff so that everybody knows who he is that provided this the footage we're watching. Whoever's providing the footage that we're watching, it's not CNN or nothing. I'm trying to stay away from those places to show this. So I found a different source. I'm gonna make sure I give him credit.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Oh yeah, I'm sharing it right now, fellas.
We got to get the conspiracy theory thing going.
AI agents after using Monday.com.
Uh-oh.
First of all,
we're gonna mute you, bro. There's gonna apparently I'm gonna have some ads, guys.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So quickly before this thing all gets rolling here today, obviously this meeting is probably one of the big reasons why we had a huge spike this morning in the market. But Bitcoin, I don't know if you guys saw, but $69,380 was the high today.
Yeah, it was.
Crazy. MSTR, it was up like 15% at one point today. MicroStrategy's Bitcoin company, which is also incredible, especially for me. And then and then XRP is up 6% right now. So
yeah, see that? Did you see X? Yeah, that's right. Did you see XYO? Did you look into that? The one I sent y'all the other day?
No, man, I've been so busy I hadn't had a look, but I will.
It's up 17%.
Woo!
Yes, sir.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Not financial advice. Even though I see 0 viewing right now. Not financial advice. Do your own research. We're here to give opinions, bring information, and have a good time. We're not here to make you a bunch of money. That's up to you and how you handle your finances, not us.
And how lucky you get.
Yes, sir.
It is really
always
lucky.
a bit of a gamble.
Yeah, you could be really lucky like us and buy some Solana at $90 and then sell it today at $1.13.
Yeah, for sure.
Took a little bit of payout this morning. Why not?
Well, my coin runs on Solana, so my coin's actually up some because of that.
I love that.
Which is nice. Yeah. Because when it ticks up, my stuff ticks up.
Yeah, for sure. They all kind of coincide when they're on the same platform, right?
Yeah, and I really like XRP and XRPL and all that, and that's where I really would like to have been. But I really like the Quack brothers. I try to get in with anything they do, and Easy A Kickstarter. Now I have a coin with them through Solana.
Gotta love it.
Yeah. They say, I think it's around 2:30 this thing starts. I thought we missed it for a second. I went and Googled and it was saying that Washington, D.C. at 1:30. And I was like, no. And then I went and pulled stuff up and it was CNN had a 30-minute wait and stuff. So we're good.
Yeah, Trump's always fashionably late.
Well, like, you see some of his posts, that guy's a night owl. Like, he doesn't post anything until the afternoon, and then he's doing it at like 3 a.m.
Yeah, I'd love to know if that.
I know what he's doing. He's over there listening to ramen and vodka while he's over there telling Melania to tell the other people what to do. Melania, listen, ramen and vodka. It's my favorite song.
Man, he better do something today, or else he's gonna keep losing support.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, it's a rough thing, ain't it?
Dude, it's
Because
hard to.
I would in the beginning, you know, his first presidency. Damn, I mean, I really liked this dude, and getting into the second one, I really liked, and then all of a sudden it was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? I mean, from the Epstein to Iran to even with the crypto stuff, it just seems like, you know, I don't know. I felt like more was going to go in a way that I expected that hasn't. And so even though I still have high hopes that, you know, we're barely in our second year with them. Um, I just, there's a lot of stuff that it's not just me. A lot of people are bothered by this. People that really supported them.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And I hate to see it. We're going to cover some stuff in our conspiracy channel when we have it going. I'm sure that some stuff will get brought up, but I don't want to bash the guy because he does run our country, and I really would like him to be able to pick it up.
and people gotta also look at the fact that, like, if you ain't on X, you have no idea coming. So from what I see, they only want us to see the bad, and everything good happening behind scenes.
I don't know. I keep hearing them Canadian truck drivers over there with crypto gold. They're blowing that for Trump because Trump ain't freeze their money during COVID.
Yeah, just hey,
Alberta wants to separate, hey?
I just think
You know?
that you guys are about to America, baby.
I'm telling
You know
you,
what?
go ahead.
You know what? Like, I'm not a political guy at all. Like, my daughter is big on. She hates Trump. She despises it. Canada separatist stuff. She goes crazy. I don't say shit to her about anything political because I don't want to get in shit because she'll just go off on me. You know, teenage girls. But she does know my views on crypto, and she's in on crypto, so it's kind of like a double-edged sword for me. You know.
She'll probably hop it on the Trump train soon. Then
It's hard to be really leftist and follow and be a crypto person because inherently this is capitalism. Inherently, this is free market. You know what I mean? And so when you hear people, it's like, you know, I don't like all this different stuff, but I am into crypto. Well, then you kind of do follow that other stuff because that's kind of the reason, you know, crypto's kind of about, you know, it's getting away from these stupid systems that,
and
you know, decide on how much you get to have and when you get to have it. And
yeah. What was that, Daddy? We both kind of cut you off. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad,
What I was gonna say is, you guys. I mean, people got to pay attention to politics if they want to know what's going on with crypto at this point. Like, people want to stay away from politics so bad, they're gonna get left in the dust in this new world.
That's the thing is, like, to be perfectly honest with you, I don't think Trump is a good person, but I think what Trump is doing for the world is a good thing. And I think he's doing a lot of it for himself, for his financial gain. But does that make me a Trump supporter or not? Not really. I'm pro for the world, just like I'm pro for crypto, right? Like, whatever benefits the world, whatever benefits crypto is what I cheer for. So we've talked about that before.
Yeah.
And if Alberta goes and becomes part of the United States, then guess what? We're the Crypto Bros USA, not Crypto Bros North America anymore. So
Well, you know, XRP Dad makes a good point that, you know, whether you want to be involved in politics or not, to an extent, you ain't got much of choice at times, because if you just turn your back and everyone was to follow that path, you know, there would be so much shit that would be passed under. I mean, there's already so much stuff that's passed that we don't see and we don't know because we don't pay enough attention. But I mean, you know, it's easy to lose that, than to lose that grasp you got on your own civility and what happens in your own state or country or however you want to look at it. Because really, a lot of it's got to do with states. But I mean, overall, you know,
I look at it like this: if you don't pay attention to politics, if everybody just stopped paying attention to politics, a bunch of satanic pedophiles that eat children could get into power and take complete control of us. Oh wait, that happened. Never mind.
I was wondering where you're going with that. I was thinking to myself, like,
Oh, dude, me too.
This has already happened, man.
I was like,
It already
are we
happened.
doing the layup for Conspiracy Theory Thursday? Is that what we're
No
doing?
shit, eh? These fucks are already promoting their Thursday show.
It's so
I could make a 3-hour show on that.
Yeah, no
Oh my
doubt,
God.
right?
Yeah, no, that stuff there, like, honest to God, it's hours and hours and hours of footage and information to go over when it comes to all that stuff. I mean, I heard Crypto Kitty.
Yeah, Ripple's saying hi. She's
and,
chasing me around the house like, Dad, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I mean, you could have a 4 to 5 hour just special on Aleister Crowley alone. You know what I mean? Just all the stuff wrapped around that dude. Like he wasn't just a crazy dude. I mean, you have a lot of musicians that follow that dude that went and bought his house and everything. That continued on his practices at his house and stuff. That kind of stuff you can. Yeah, it's crazy how much is there. It really, really is. But that's why we got Thursday. We'll be able to break it down Thursday.
I'm excited. I got like, you know, I'm a little bit into the conspiracy stuff, but that's more like your stuff, Henry. But still, like, I'm excited for it. Like, and like when I used to run a municipality out here in Alberta, and a couple of the guys that work for me, a couple of my operators were telling me about things, and they're like, "Oh, you got to watch this YouTube on this." And you start getting down the rabbit hole, and you're like, "Man, this is some crazy stuff, like drinking baby's blood, and this is nuts."
Yeah, dude, it'll mess you up, man. And see, here's the thing. Not to interrupt you, Crypto, but we have an advantage over all them other people because we don't care about making money off of this. Yeah. I mean, we're so new. There's nothing we can say that can demonetize us.
Yeah,
we can say anything we want right now.
I don't have no NDAs on me.
Daddy's like, "Come get me, bitches. What you gonna do?"
I'll connect all the dots without hesitation. I'm to the point where I don't even like. Everybody knows that I was at the Butler shooting with Trump. I don't even know if that was like Trump at this point.
Holy fuck! You're gonna start this shit right now. We're doing this tomorrow, man.
That's just a preview. Shit, no more.
Truth bombs.
Yeah.
Truth bombs.
Better watch out, XRP with them truth bombs. Collateral damage.
I love that though. Like, come get me. Like, what are you gonna do? That's fucking awesome. Oh.
That's so good. I believe we're starting.
8 people.
Well, 8 people, please hold tight. We're trying to get it going.
I need a rum and Coke for this. I haven't even had my rum in my house.
Ramen and vodka.
I guess it's creatine and water for the crypto announcement with Trump.
Bodybuilder.
Go ahead. What XRP did?
Bodybuilder shit right there.
That's right.
Hey man, I got a quack brother whose arm I got to squash. So
I'm gonna take a picture of the barbell that I've had next to my chair since we started joking about all this stuff, and I'm pretty proud of it, man. There were 40-pound weights now, where I was just doing like pull-ups and light runs and simple push-up stuff. I wasn't really using no type of weights. I started breaking out the weights again, and man, I'm gonna tell you, the older you get, them weights are so good for you.
Yep.
Man, they're good for you, bud.
It's crazy. Before this Quack Brothers thing, I was just kind of trying to focus on core to lose a little bit of my belly, but it's time to get back to the arms, I guess.
Yeah. I definitely want to get back into stuff like fasting and working out more and all that. I just, the thing is when I used to work and I did electrical or concrete, Both of them are pretty demanding, especially like we did residential. So I was crawling up in attics and underneath houses a lot. And I did concrete, you know what I mean? Like I was pulling mud most of the morning. That's anywhere from 20 to 40 pounds you're pulling, you know what I mean? And then in the afternoon, you're leaned out, 4 or 5 feet trying to trowel and not fall in the mud. And so it's really rigorous. I mean, and then not including, carrying around all the rolls of wire and then carrying around all the stuff for the concrete and all that. It just keeps you in shape. And I haven't been doing it in about a half a year now. And it's just, man, oh man, I can tell.
Crazy what it does to the body, eh? The one thing, like, since I got out of all the manual stuff, because like I've been in management and stuff and in the hockey world for quite a long time now, but the one thing that I've noticed, Henry, is like I do a lot of fasting. So like I literally won't eat until typically around 2:30 in the afternoon, to be honest. So, and then I'll just have that one small like I'll have like a protein shake and eggs or something, and then I'll have dinner with the kids, and that's pretty much all. I'll sneak candy in here and there and a Slurpee with some ice cream in it once in a while, but typically I fast quite a lot.
Yeah, I do. I don't do the intermediate so much as I'll do like I'll pick a week and I'll do anywhere from 3 to 5 days. And I'm gonna tell you, once you start to hit that 3 to 5, there's something that happens in your body and your mind and everything, dude. You feel like you're closer with God. It's crazy. Like I've heard all kinds of people try and put me down and denounce me for doing all this. Oh, that's crazy. And I'm like, I've had friends that went over a week plus fasting. It didn't kill them, didn't hurt them. You know what I mean? Like they talk about that people. Then they seem different. They seem more at peace. They seem more calm. And they didn't lose their strength. Like everyone says, well, you're going to lose your strength. Or how the hell are you going to work? Well, my buddy still runs the electrical company we started. He'll fast for a week and push out more work than his guys.
So
You know
I
what
have
I
a
mean?
question with that. Does he like? So what does he do? Does he do like the? Because I had a couple guys who were doing that worked for me, the operators, and they were doing honey and water or honey and hot water, and then lemon in their waters. That's what they were doing for their fast. Is that what he did, or what did he do?
No. So his is a straight up fast. Like there's no bullshitting around with it. There's no I'm gonna put this in there. I'm gonna drink that. It's straight up. I'm stopping eating and I'm gonna drink water until I decide to start eating again.
Till I die.
Well, I mean, you don't really die. Like that's a crazy notion. It's a stupid thought. It really doesn't happen that way.
Yeah.
Like you don't just die from not eating. Like you'll die a lot quicker from not having water than not eating. And you really don't need a ton of water. Like that's actually kind of crazy too. Like your body, and not only that, but the water you intake isn't exactly the water we're supposed to be intaking. We're supposed to be intaking structured water, not just regular water. And you get structured water through physical items. I want to say physical, more something like an apple or a piece of meat or something like that. The juices and stuff that come through that, the water it's structured through that is actually structured. It's what your body needs.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah, dude, I went way down this rabbit hole.
Because I'm a big water guy. Like I have my water bottle from my hockey business. It literally lives on my side. I don't go anywhere without it. Everywhere I go, people see me carrying a water bottle, and I usually I'll have greens in it or creatine, and like I'll probably drink 6 to 10 of these bastards a day. So,
well, I'll tell you, and I like water 100%. I used to drink it all the time, especially when I worked. But if you think back when we used to have, I mean, I know you live up in Canada stuff, but growing up down south, when I was young, we were around people that worked outside and baled hay and built houses and out in this hot heat and stuff. And you'd have water, but it wasn't that much. And you wouldn't see people drinking water all day in, day out. You didn't see people falling out from it either. And it's funny because I remember bottled water coming into play when I was younger. And my uncle going, who the hell's going to buy bottled water when you can go get it out the hose? I mean, hand to God, I remember him saying this and acting how stupid people were to get bottled water.
Yep.
And because it was just it, and people didn't drink water like that. They drank water at home, but when they were out working and stuff, they weren't running around with bottles of water on their hips all the damn time. That shit's crazy. Like, and I'm not saying that because I do it. I run around with water, but is there something to that doesn't make sense to me? That people 20, 30 years ago were running around without 2 gallons of water a day going in them, and they were absolutely fine, stronger than we are now. But yet we run around and act like we're going to die if we haven't had our 10th cup of water that day.
Yeah.
It's a funny thing. I almost think we've got somewhat programmed to think that we have to have so much water. And I'm not a doctor. This is not financial. This is not medical advice. This is crazy. I got to go a different way with this. This is not medical advice, guys. Anything I say is absolutely my own reflection of my own research and even things that I've done to myself, not something that I say everybody should do or that this is definitive proof, because most certainly circumstantial maybe. But nevertheless, this is very true. People didn't used to walk around, and y'all know this because y'all are of an age. People didn't used to run around with water all the time and they didn't die. Now all of a sudden we act like if we don't have 2 gallons every day, we're not going to make it.
Yeah, your body's made of like 70% water.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Or some crazy. So really,
well, that's see, that's the thing. It's like, is that 100% true in that fact? Is it water? Or are we just talking about liquids? And then past that, we also, you also got to look at some of the advice, or not take some of the advice that's given to us when we're younger, hearing these things. The same thing as saying you use 10% in your brain. That's a damn lie. It's not true. That was something
This is a good thing to get into our crypto thing, not our crypto, our conspiracy theories.
Well, we're waiting, man. This thing is not doing nothing, bro. I don't know what's going on with them, but I'm checking. I'm refreshing.
The biggest reason why I'm such a big water guy though is like when I played junior hockey, I found a lot of the time like I was always tired, or like you'd get to those long games where like we had a couple triple, like literally, a kid's dream, game 7 triple overtime, and you lose like 8-10 pounds in water from all the sweat, right? And the one thing that I researched and I learned was that your brain, if you don't have enough water, that's why you feel that's why you feel sluggish and your brain doesn't process as quickly. So like you look at these NHL hockey players nowadays, and I'm sure football players are the same, but they're drinking gallons and gallons of water before games. And then during the game, they're not actually drinking that much. They're spraying it in their mouth, but then they'll take a sip, but they're usually spitting it out, right, just to keep their mouth fresh and keep hydrated. And then after games, they load up again. But it's that if you got to keep your brain, you got to keep it going, you got to keep it pumping, you got to keep it hydrated, because that's your biggest downfall when it comes to sports, is that dehydration and your foggy thinking. So
yeah, I agree with you.
I got the water.
I'm not telling nobody not to drink water. I'm saying water's good. I drink a lot of water. I even drink a lot when I worked and stuff. You know what I mean? It's just I find it funny, and it feels funny that, for how long before bottled water did people just get water whenever they got it? Now all of a sudden we must have it constantly. That's all I'm getting at. It's like, it is a very weird thing that it was like that, and now it's like this. Am I saying that
it's true
that you should stop drinking water when you're doing sports? Hell no. Please don't. Please don't. Okay. Yeah. Like I'm going to tell you, working down south doing electrical, I'll never forget being in an attic that was built in the 1950s. It was so hot. We had to have water with us and be drinking water every 10, 15 seconds. We had to drink water because the water was coming out of us so fast, sweating so fast that we were dehydrating. I mean, within 10 minutes of being up there, 15 minutes of being up there, we were dehydrated instantly. It was crazy. It was one of those things I've only experienced once that severe, but I'll never forget like if I didn't have that water right with me and drinking basically the whole time I'm working, I'm stopping to take a drink every once in a while because you knew you'd start to get, like you said, lightheaded. Your brain doesn't have enough between dehydration and your brain not getting enough water to it to keep the juices flowing up there. Like I don't want anybody to think that I'm denouncing drinking water, because I'm not. It's just a very funny thing. We didn't, and now we do. It's just why.
And it's crazy how easy it is to get it now, right? Like in this, even with you guys in the States, like bottles of water, like you can get a whole case of water for basically what it costs to get, one 2-liter of Coke, Oh, here we go.
Volume on?
I can't hear. All I can hear is you.
I can't hear none.
They might have their mics off right now, not because I don't see anyone saying anything yet.
Look. He said it's the beginning of the super cycle, all the way to the right.
That's Coinbase on the far left there, right?
Yeah, looks like it.
Oh, there's Brad in the back.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, let's watch this thing.
Yeah, I was just checking hang on one. No. We're not here in school. We're not here. Yeah. No, a lot of people want to do that.
I think-
Make it easy to. Are you hearing them all? Okay, yeah. All the other kids. I heard it. You heard it.
Good. Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Still not hearing them all. It's the lock. Was there?
Before this thing gets started, I just want to say one thing. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. No, 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 no.
I was gonna say I really wish I had the power to put me in this video running through the back in a towel. Just like
boy.
from the one door to the other door and be like, oh shit, oh.
That'd be funny. Was that Henry, everybody?
No way that was in it to win it in the towel in the background.
Did everyone just see In It to Win It run? What a nice ass.
He looked like he was hung like Michelle Obama.
capital.
I didn't hear you, XRP Dad. I'm sure it was going to be funny, but you were cut out.
Not funny. I hope he says no capital gains.
Who said? Someone said no capital gains. You said?
That's what I'm hoping for.
Oh.
He
This
can't
is where
jump around right now, Crypto. XRP Dad, he's serious. He ain't playing. He's
Yeah. He's
I'm
down.
broke. On my bag, man.
He's like, this is his edge of the seat Game 7 Stanley Cup final.
Really
NFL, fourth quarter, Super Bowl, 1 run, 1 yard, 4th down. What's happening? Oh, you guys have 4th downs in NFL, or is that the CFL? I don't know.
NFL's 4th down.
No, so CFL's 3 downs.
Oh,
that
no,
guy,
I'm wrong.
him on the news, that Robin Hood dude all the way to the right, long hair.
The guy that looks like Robin Hood?
Yeah. Yeah, he was on CNBC last night saying that this is the beginning of the super cycle, and the tokenizations is going to eat the system.
Love it. You gotta love it.
Yeah.
The bald guy on the left looks like a reptilian.
The bald guy on the left is the CEO of Coinbase.
I know. I'm picking, man. I'm just picking. I hope you don't hear this and I meet him.
He probably is, unfortunately.
He'd probably eat you because he's a reptilian.
I'll offer him some flies and worms or something when I meet him. He'll just think I'm the best guy.
Tinfoil Thursdays, everybody. Tinfoil Thursdays.
19 people.
Did you get a chance to listen to the beginning of that song, Crypto, for the intro?
No, not yet.
Yeah, and it's only like the first 30 seconds or something. I think we should clip the use for the intro. Kind of X-File-ish vibe.
I'll
It's
listen
neat.
to it.
Happy 589th day since the last.
Isn't that crazy? Like, talk about a conspiracy. 589 exactly on the spot? That's nuts.
Yeah. A little helpful, but it could be enough.
Anybody watching, please come in and comment. If you comment, I'll show it up on the screen if it's good.
If Ripple takes over the world and XRP is like the financial currency, we should create a shirt that's "In Brad We Trust."
There's something mystical about Brad.
I've gotten to shake his hand and talk to him for a few minutes.
No way. Really?
Brad? Yeah.
That would be.
That was at XRP Las Vegas 2025.
That's awesome.
I hope I get to meet him at Swell.
What's so crazy, when we were at Swell last year, I ended up meeting one of his alumni and didn't know it. We had went to a bar after a meeting, and we were all hanging out and we were talking. I couldn't figure out why one of the guys was so interested in this random guy that he had found. And he's like, dude, I've got to introduce you. So he brings me over. And he introduced me and started talking to the guy. And I said, you know much about crypto? And he goes, well, he's like, I know Brad Garland House. I said, oh, do you? He said, yeah. He's like, we were the fraternity brothers. He's like, I can't remember the guy's name now. But he's like, we were all sitting around drinking and stuff. But he's like, just tell him this is who you are. He's like, he'll stop and talk to you if he hears my name. I was like, no joke. And I done forgot the guy's name. It's been so long ago, and I never got back in front of Brad Garland House to say anything to him. But We might be getting in front of them there in October.
That'd be dope.
Well, for sure, I'll see if they don't have an uphold meeting or something we can get into. If we can get into an uphold meeting or something like that, something like one of those going on. Like a lot of times, these guys are there.
That's what I use, uphold.
Yeah. Zach was talking about Hugo from Flair. Hugo's a funny dude, man. I like Hugo. He's an oddball dude. You don't expect him to be as small of a guy he is. He's very small of a guy, but very he keeps to himself. He don't really talk a whole lot, even when he's sitting there talking to you. Like he don't put a whole lot out there to you. Very confined.
Come on, Trump.
Sometimes I wonder if Trump's just sitting back there with his fingers like the evil math puppet master, going, how long can I make them wait?
he come like an hour or 2 hours later than scheduled to his rallies, like every rally I've been to.
You know the thing that has like the two horseshoes and it's got the ring in the middle of it and the chains and you got to move the thing around to get the ring off. It's like a trick. He's back there trying to figure it out. He's like, I can do it. No, I'm not going out till I figure it out.
Or a Rubik's Cube. I'm not going out till I get this bitch sorted.
I've got two sides, but then I always mess it up. I'm the best. The best Rubik's
Not very good. We have a few Bitcoin.
Oh, see, now they've been standing up there so long, they're like starting bullshitting each other and joking like that.
I heard something about Bitcoin. That's all I heard. I have a few Bitcoins, they said.
They got a few Bitcoin up here if somebody wants to come up and get it or something like that. I don't know. We got 19 people in.
I'm sitting here freaking folding laundry. And you know the worst thing about folding laundry? Where the hell do all your socks go, man? How do you never have the freaking same pair of socks all the time?
Dude, I don't even know, man. That's one of those mysteries that I don't think anybody's ever going to solve.
Conspiracy theory. Washing machines were made to eat socks to piss you off.
I just want to know why every one of my socks got holes in them.
Because you have 15 dogs and 6 cats, man. Boy, they're really getting into it, aren't they?
I just put out a post. I was like, when's he coming out? We're waiting! Exclamation points. Trump will see my post and he'll come out.
You know the craziest thing is like for the last. Let me just look here. For the last.
French chocolate. You
bring one for everybody?
I wish it'd be melted, so I could really pour some.
For about the last hour here, the stock market has basically just stayed dead straight. Like no one's buying, no one's selling. Everyone's just waiting to see what the hell this is going to happen. What's going to happen here before anyone makes a move? Nobody move! Nobody move! And then right when we hear whatever's going on here, it's going to go one way or the other. We all know this.
As soon as this happens, XRP Dad said he's paying off all his bills. He's buying a place in South Carolina. We're going to get a studio. We're going to get a yacht. We're going to go hang out. Crypto Gold. You're taking vacation. Nobody gives a damn. Your kids are coming with you. Everybody's coming.
I'll create a roller hockey league in Florida.
You know what? Just we'll say, we're going to stop the hockey league for like 3 months and just teach them to shoot big guns. Just a little bit of a skill
You got it.
change.
Exactly.
Let them shoot the
Free
50
hockey
cal every
training for
time it
every
goes off. It's in America.
hockey training for all kids in Florida. Whoever's interested.
It's Chris. 1 minute.
It was a little loud. I turned it down a little bit.
Oh,
And
Trumpy.
guys,
Oh, Trumpy. Where are you, our Trumpy?
where could my Trumpy be? Anybody that's watching, if there's anything going on with the chat or anything, anybody's something's not sounding right or not looking right, message us, comment it, let us know if I can fix it. It's hard to listen to everything at the same time, a live stream into the stream. So if somebody knows, let me know.
If you knows, then you knows.
Yeah, you don't knows unless you knows. You knows.
You knows. I knows.
I
I
don't
knows what
knows.
you're saying. You knows.
My nose or your nose?
Everybody's knows.
Oh, nose.
Always knows.
Crypto Bro Show. There
Here we go.
It's our big bag of filled up and Trump bed. All right, I'm gonna mute my mic. We're gonna mute my talks.
Okay, it's a serious group of people here. If you're into the world of finance like I am, I love finance. There's a who's who with us today. It's amazing that you don't know some of these people, but anybody in finance knows every one of them. And I want to thank them for being here today. We're delighted to welcome some of our nation's brightest minds in finance, crypto, and technology ahead of the first ever meeting of the CFTC's Innovation Advisory Committee in Washington, D.C. This is a group of very smart people that are on a committee to recommend what we do. Right, Paul? They're going to be telling us a little bit, but I think Paul knows maybe more than anybody. He's doing a great job. We're all happy with Paul, I think, right? He's been absolutely fantastic. Crypto markets and the prediction markets and conventional finance to decentralized finance. The people in this room are ensuring that the future of commercial markets is pioneered and perfected right here in the USA. We're fighting a lot of other countries to control these markets and to have these markets and to profit and all the jobs and everything else created. And we're doing well. We're leading in every aspect, including AI, and we're leading by a lot. And we want to keep it that way. I want to thank the chairman of the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, Mike Salick, for his tremendous leadership. And come here. Thank you, Mike. I didn't recognize you from so close. And thanks as well to a very special man, a man that everybody respected for a long time. Yeah, he's a man I wanted to do this job, head of the SEC. Chairman Paul Atkins, who's also doing an outstanding job in everything else he touches. He's doing a lot of things for the country. So I want to thank you very much. Great job. Thank you. Thank you very much, Paul. We're also pleased to be joined by Executive Director of the President's Council with advisors with the digital asset. All of the digital assets are all put into one, Patrick Witt, and many other top industry leaders, including Coinbase. Where's Brian? Brian Armstrong, CEO. He's one of the greats. Where is he? Where are you? Oh, you look well. You get much younger. You look good. CEO of International and Intercontinental Exchange, Jeff Sprecher. One of the things, a little thing called the New York Stock Exchange. He owns a thing called the New York Stock Exchange. Quite a nice asset, right?
Yes, it is.
CEO of NASDAQ, Adina Friedman. Thank you very much, Adina. Great job you're doing. CEO of Robinhood, Vlad Tenev. Thank you, Vlad. Nice to see you. And CEO of Kraken, Arjun Sethi. And thank you very much, wherever you are. Thank you very much. Great group of people. We also have some others here that were We wanted them. Where's Mike, co-founder of CEO of CTO and president of BitGo, which is a big deal in the world of that thing, that little thing that's happening out there. And Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple. Brad, thank you very much, Brad. Little thing that's happening out there. And Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple. Brad, thank you very much, Brad. Sergey Nazarov, co-founder of Chainlink Labs. Thank you very much. Good, Sergey. Good job. Arjan, you're here. Arjan? I'm still here. You're here? You haven't left? Peter Smith is here, and Tyler and Cameron Winklevoss have tremendous people, tremendous investors, brilliant people. Chris Dixon is here. And I think I've sort of got anybody I didn't mention, by the way, pretty much got the whole group. Good. They gave me 4 sets of lists, and that's always a little complex. You never want to say one more than 3 times. Under the crooked Joe Biden administration, the spirit of innovation that built America was under serious attack like never before. And nowhere was that more true than crypto and other new financial technologies, where we were going to be taken to the cleaners by China and other countries. The radical left tried to crush these developments with crippling regulations, brutal restrictions, weaponization. They used weaponization, political weaponization, and constant targeting that drove innovation overseas. And they wanted to drive it out. And at the end of toward the end of the campaign, if you remember, they decided they liked it very much because there were over 100 million people that were liking Trump a lot more because I was in favor of it. They were against it, and they became very much in favor of it. But by that time, it was too late. And besides, those days are all over. That was a terrible period of time for a lot of very good, very honorable financial people. On day one, we fired Joe Biden's rogue SEC chair, Gary Gensler. I think we like Paul better. Do we agree? We like Paul better? Number one, he's smarter. He's also smarter, by the way. But we fired him. We got him the hell out of here. We terminated the so-called Operation Choke Point 2.0, which is what the name of their operation was, weaponization. And we ended the war on crypto once and for all. And it's been booming. It's been doing big. And nobody's been able to break in. China would like to break in. They're still trying, but they have been able to. I signed a historic executive order banning any attempt to create a central bank digital currency. We launched Project Crypto to modernize rules so that our financial markets can move into blockchain technology. I established the United States Strategic Bitcoin Reserve, making Bitcoin a permanent asset of the United States Treasury, which has turned out incredibly well. I also created the United States Digital Asset Stockpile to hold custody of all other digital assets, and that's exactly what it's done. It's been amazing. 1 year ago this summer, I signed landmark legislation known as the Genius Act. I named it after myself. I didn't want to use my name, so I just called it the Genius Act, paving the way for widespread adoption of dollar-backed stablecoins. And that's worked out very well. Every single American benefits enormously from our country's status as the financial center of the world, and we want to keep it that way. We're leading by leaps and bounds. We've gained so much in the last 16 months like nobody can believe, actually. Not only that, but we have more money being invested in the United States than any country at any time in history. Money's coming in by the trillions. Our nation's economic dominance drives trillions of dollars in investments, creates millions of jobs, and expands access, credit, and capital so that every citizen has a chance to achieve what we now hear a lot about, the American dream. Young people are looking for the American dream. They weren't thinking about that 2 years ago. New financial technologies are extending this American dominance into the 21st century, and that's why we're focused on creating a clear regulatory framework for pioneers and builders like the people that are with me here, so that they can do business with confidence on American soil. They don't have to go to other countries to do their business. We're ensuring that America remains the undisputed leader, not only in Bitcoin and crypto, but also technologies like prediction markets, artificial intelligence, and much more. And we're leading in every single one. And I will tell you, the AI, the artificial intelligence, we're way ahead of Number two is China. And I never want to underestimate China, but right now we're way ahead. President Xi's coming on September 24th. We look forward to it. We'll probably be talking about AI and a lot of other things, but we're doing tremendously well, largely because of people and some other friends of ours that are on the board, and they'll be here in 2 weeks, I understand. In May, Chairman Selig authorized the first ever true Bitcoin perpetual futures contract on a CFTC registered exchange, first time. I understand that Mike is also working to bring hyperliquid into the United States in a fully compliant and legal fashion. It's working very hard on that. We would really like to see interest rates come down. You know, in the old days with interest rates, many of you are too young to know this, but when we announced good numbers, interest rates would go down. And the theory was because the asset value became so good, it became so prime. But now when we announce good numbers, which we're doing all the time, they keep driving the interest rates up because they're so afraid of inflation. And they shouldn't be. They should allow interest rates to go down. When you announce good numbers, you shouldn't drive them up. They keep thinking that we'll drive them up to stop inflation, because success and growth does not cause inflation. Other things cause inflation. We inherited the #1 inflation ever in the history of our country from Biden, and it lifted prices and everything else, and we're getting them all down. But interest rates should be allowed to fall with the success of our country, not rise because of the success. But we're also on the very beginning of a revolution in fictional and financial. You take a look at some of the things that are being done on a financial basis and the financial technology that's the potential to create more jobs, opportunity, and wealth for all Americans. And that's what it's doing. It's creating jobs and great wealth. And I think that can't be better seen by the stock market. So we've had 80 in a short period of time, a year and a half. We've had 80 days where the stock market hit all-time highs. I haven't looked today. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't look. I don't want to look. But I hear it's good. But we've had 80 days, Jeff, where the stock market has hit an all-time high. And nobody's ever seen anything like that. And I think bringing it down to another level, and maybe a higher level from the standpoint of importance, 401ks have hit record highs on almost 40% of the time that I've been president of the United States. And that affects tens of millions of people. The 401ks are at record numbers. So 2 years ago, our country was dead, and now our country is the hottest country anywhere in the world. There's nobody close. No other country is close, and every country will admit it. So now we need Congress to take the next step by passing the Clarity Act, a fair version of the Clarity Act, and this landmark structure legislation. It's a very, very powerful structured legislation, which will keep us ahead of China, keep us ahead of everyone else, will open the door to the next wave of innovations and innovators. So I'd like to ask Chairman Selig to say a few words and a little bit of the details about what we're doing, and then we'll follow it up with Chairman Atkins and Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong, Intercontinental Exchange CEO Jeff Sprecher, Robinhood CEO Vlad Tenev, and Kraken CEO Arjan. So we have that all set, and let's get going. And you know what? If you want to speak for a very short period of time, that's okay too. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. President. It's an honor to be here with you and this exceptional group of business leaders. Thanks to your leadership, the era of political lawfare, debanking, and regulation by enforcement is over. Innovators like the people in this room are welcome to the White House, not railroaded to the big house. And the new frontier of finance is being built right here in the United States of America. From day one, this president has been clear. America will not fall behind and allow other countries to take its place as the greatest country on earth to build a new technology, operate a business, and invest for the future. The world will run on the backbone of American technology. Under President Trump's leadership, we've codified the Genius Act, established a strategic Bitcoin reserve, drawn a clear line in the sand between crypto securities and commodities, launched the first US crypto perpetual, and protected the rights of software developers. We've exiled Gary Gensler, defeated the anti-crypto army, and made the United States the crypto capital of the world. I'm proud to be working with Secretary Lutnick in the Department of Commerce as well to make America the compute capital of the world. This may be the most important commodity of our day. Some call it digital oil. And America needs to dominate these markets to win the AI race. We've also protected federally regulated prediction markets from rogue state attorneys generals like Letitia James, who seek to nullify federal law and drive these markets offshore to unregulated and foreign venues. American dominance in the technologies that will define the future remains unmatched. We are truly in a golden age of American innovation. Now, the United States has a choice. We can either write the rules that define the next generation of financial markets, or we can let other countries write them for us. With Congress advancing the Clarity Act towards the finish line, we stand ready to implement the bill once the president signs it. But we'll use every tool available to move the president's pro-innovation agenda forward in the meantime. Tomorrow at the inaugural meeting of the CFTC's Innovation Advisory Committee, I look forward to sharing more details on our regulatory path forward. A path forward that provides greater certainty for innovators while reinforcing confidence in our markets for decades to come. This president has assembled an extraordinary team of entrepreneurs, builders, investors, and business leaders advising in government, like David Sachs, of course, and Patrick Witt. This real-world experience has already brought valuable perspectives into policymaking, and it will continue to pay dividends for the American people. Innovation depends on regulatory clarity. Clear rules create confidence, confidence attracts investment, and investment creates jobs, strengthens our markets, and keeps the world's best talent building here in America. Mr. President, thank you again for your leadership and for making American innovation great again. The work we're doing now to shape the future of our great nation will do measures for decades to come. Now I'm honored to introduce the most pro-innovation, pro-free market SEC chairman in America's history. And it's not Gary Gensler, of course, it's Paul Atkins. So Mr. Chairman, please.
Well, thank you, Mike, and thank you, Mr. President, for having us here today. From day one, you've made our nation's financial dominance and innovation job one. We at the SEC are delivering on your agenda. We're making IPOs great again, to continue on your theme, by cutting red tape that discourages companies from going public. Under your leadership, Mr. President, the IPO market is booming. Since Inauguration Day, 583 companies have gone public, and that's up 75% compared to the final year and a half of the Biden administration. And those companies have raised an impressive $208 billion, and that's nearly 4 times the amount raised during the final year and a half of the previous administration. So that's just not incremental progress, that is a turnaround. You've committed to making the United States the crypto capital of the world. And yesterday, the SEC, I'm proud to say, took another significant step to deliver on that. Our proposal, the crypto assets rule, would provide crypto entrepreneurs like those here in this room and job creators the certainty to raise capital in the United States using digital assets. This action is consonant with our belief that the most important priority is for Congress to send the Clarity Act to your desk for your signature. And the SEC is doing everything we can to support that work. So thank you again, Mr. President, for leading this nation to ensure that we continue to have the strongest markets in the world, to reshore innovation, and to welcome, yes, a whole new generation of investors through the Trump accounts. So under your leadership, we will make sure that the greatest advances of the technological frontier are right here in America. Thank you very much. Great job.
Well, this morning I was thinking back to the 2024 campaign where the president, I think, very astutely recognized there was millions of voters in the United States who felt disenfranchised by the prior administration. And he made a commitment at that time to make America the crypto capital of the world. And within weeks of taking office, delivered on that promise. And it started first with this executive order, which came out ordering the agencies in his administration to take steps in this direction. He shortly thereafter appointed 2 of the most competent and pro-innovation regulators anywhere in the world, Chair Selig and Chair Atkins, and of course fired Gary Gensler. There was that big applause line at the Bitcoin conference, which was powerful. And of course, the Genius Act was another milestone just in the past year, along with the Strategic Bitcoin Reserve, et cetera. And just this week, I have to commend Chair Atkins for publishing this new rule that allows crypto projects to raise capital in the US for the first time. There's clarity on that. And Chair Seelig, we're excited to attend the advisory committee meeting tomorrow to make progress there. So an incredible amount of progress has been made. And I think what's most important next, of course, is this September 15th vote that we have with the Clarity Act. This would make all of the progress that this administration has made durable into the future, so it could survive for decades and decades to come. And make no mistake, there are folks out there who they want to see this legislation not happen, right? Maybe some of the big banks don't want the competition from crypto companies. Other banks are leaning in and have endorsed it, which I think is really powerful. And so if we all come together, I think we can get this bill over the finish line and hopefully get more than 60 votes come September 15th. Thank you.
And it's very bipartisan, I would say. So
very
much.
That is true.
A lot of Democrat support.
There's hundreds of pages of changes that have come in from the Democrat side as well. It's a true bipartisan compromise. And yeah, it's a great work product. So up next, I think, is Jeff Sprecher.
Sorry.
Thank you. Mr. President, I just wanted to tell you that that your trade policies of fair trade to bring back jobs and businesses from overseas, your energy dominance policies to fuel the next generation of technology in the United States, your big, beautiful bill that created incentives for investments has led to the records that you're hearing about in our stock markets, the record number of IPOs. And as you know, from working with my wife who works on private businesses, there's a record number of business formations in this country right now. So we're here to talk about how to evolve regulation so that we don't impede that progress. But one of the things I can tell you about the New York Stock Exchange is that it was formed at the time of our country. And so it, for 250 years, has been subject to every single financial services regulation that has ever passed in the United States, bar none. And so one of the things that I'm so thankful that you've done is put two really strong chairs in these seats and ask them to go through past legislation, regulation, and figure out what we can get rid of that no longer serves the interests of this country. And for that, I really appreciate that on behalf of the New York Stock Exchange.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Mr. President, thank you for bringing us together and for your work to ensure the next generation of Americans has a stake in the country's economic success through the Trump accounts and many other things. Thank you also to Chair Seelig, Chair Atkins, your administration, for the work underway to strengthen American capital markets and expand opportunity for all Americans. If I had to sum up Robinhood in one word, it would be ownership. Broad ownership is essential to a free, stable, and prosperous society. That belief has shaped pretty much every product we've built, from commission-free investing to 24-hour trading, and now outside the United States to tokenization, which we're using to expand ownership of American assets to people in more than 120 countries. Yet this innovation is reaching investors abroad before investors here back home. And the opportunity goes far beyond public markets. Tokenization will open up markets that have long been out of reach, including private companies. Today, too much economic value is being created before ordinary investors get a chance to participate. Expanding ownership also requires protecting investors. Innovation and investor protection aren't opposing goals. America became the world's capital markets capital by doing both, and the chairs here understand that. American companies are building this technology. American markets are powering it. American assets are also at the center of it. American investors should not be the last to benefit. We look forward to continue to work together to expand ownership, build the next generation of capital markets, and ensure America leads the way. Thank you. Arjun.
Hello, everyone. I was thinking about what I was going to say today. Most of the time, I don't speak too much, but the first time I met the president, he said, "What does your company do?" And I said, we're a startup. we move at warp speed. And the first thing he said is, why not at Trump speed? So we started acting that way. Look, our mission at Kraken isn't about Kraken. Brian created Coinbase. Vlad here, you have ICE, NASDAQ. They created the world markets. And all we're trying to do is make sure that everyone in America has the ability to be able to succeed in the same way that we did. And that's essentially how we think about it. So our motto at Kraken has been fix money, we fix the world. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much, Greg. And if you have any questions, or if anybody else of this very distinguished, would somebody like to say something? My male models who happen to be genius, they're brilliant and they look good, right? But anybody, would you like to say something? Go ahead.
Just want to thank you, Mr. President, for all of your leadership. America should lead in crypto and win in markets like prediction markets. And with your leadership and your administration, you're helping America lead here and become the crypto capital of the world. So thank you very much. I just want to thank you, Mr. President, as well as Chairman Atkins and Chairman Selig for the great work that they're doing.
Yeah, I just want to say that what Chairman Selig and Chairman Atkins are doing and the president has enabled with his leadership is actually working. So if you look at stablecoin usage and adoption, it's increasing the usage and distribution of the US dollar at higher and higher levels than our industry has ever seen, specifically because of the Genius Act and the movement of more and more treasuries into stablecoins and therefore into more and more hands across the world. And now the tokenization of equities, thanks to Chairman Selig's and Chairman Atkins' great work and collaboration and actual work together rather than working against each other as before, is going to distribute US equities globally and increase the distribution of those. So, we power a lot of these applications and companies, so we know what the numbers actually are, and they're massively increasing because we have regulators and leadership that enables the success and distribution of these US-based assets. So there's actually a very real and tangible outcome that's really now benefiting the US and adoption of US issued assets and the US dollar. So I just want to mention that it really is working and hitting all-time highs. So thank you very much. Thank you.
So if you have any questions, we have a meeting next week with the AI people. The top people are coming in, so we can talk about that. But we're leading by a lot with AI. We want to keep it that way. We want to regulate, but we want to have it regulation where they can continue to lead, not regulation that's going to stifle a very important industry. I think maybe bigger than the internet, bigger than anything anyone's seen. And we're helping in that regard, especially with regard to allowing them to produce their own electricity, which everyone thought was crazy that it would never be approved. We're getting them fast 2- and 3-week approvals. They're building some of the greatest electric plants anywhere in the world because our grid is old and tired and weak. And they're actually giving the excess electricity into the grid, but they're building power plants that nobody's ever seen anything like it. We're not using the power from the grid. We're using brand new power. So it's a great thing because that misconception has been out there that we're taking electricity. We're actually creating electricity. And that's something I was proud of because that was my idea. Nobody believed it. Actually, it went along for 2-3 weeks. I said, how come these guys aren't submitting? Well, they thought that you were just kidding because that's the way it's been in this country. Nobody would ever say a thing like that. But no, they're building power plants, the likes of which, all different fueled, all different ways, but the likes of which we've never seen. The people that are in the power business said we're seeing things that we've never seen before because a very high level of intelligence is doing it. So it's been great. Okay, any questions? Yeah, please.
Mr. President, does the administration have any plans to accumulate sizable amounts of Bitcoin or other crypto?
Well, it's been talked about. I think I'd probably rely on Paul and the whole group for that. He'll make a decision. You guys will make a decision, and you'll let me know. But certainly, it's been talked about. It's taken a lot of pressure off the dollar. It's been very, very good for the dollar. And I think if you came in with recommendations, if you came in with some recommendations, I would certainly listen. It seems to be a pretty big subject. Yes, please.
Hi, President Trump. I have two quick questions.
Go ahead.
Don't get around here much. So my first question is, we're talking about AI and crypto a lot, and you won overwhelmingly with working class Americans in 2024, tens of millions of working class Americans. Many of them, they say, we love President Trump, but we're still cautious about AI and crypto. What do you say to those who are still reticent to embrace this evolution?
So I think it's a great question, and I think it's going to create a lot of jobs. It's going to create success. It's going to create tremendous innovation medically. I mean, they're coming up with already, amazingly, they came out with something today that I looked at it having to do, I won't go into the details, but having to do it with a pretty unstoppable disease. And all of a sudden they're coming up with answers that they never thought were possible and things that they never even would have thought about. So I think it's really creating jobs. And I can tell you one thing, if you look at our construction jobs right now, because we're building more plants, factories, things that really have something to do with the AI, but also car factories, car plants. They're moving into our country. Honda just announced, Toyota just announced they're moving their operations from Mexico, from Canada, from other places. We, by the way, probably have a deal with Canada. You probably saw that. We very major tariffs were going on to Canada today. We delayed it for 3 days because I think we have a deal with the Prime Minister and good deal for everybody. So that's good. But the construction jobs are enormous. We're building the biggest plants anywhere in the world. And I can say if I were the mayor of a town or the governor of a state and I had a chance to get a big plant in, an AI plant or a data center, I would absolutely want it because the jobs are enormous and the money paid, the taxes paid are just enormous. And if you don't take it, you're going to be left behind because there are plenty of places that want it. So I would say that maybe it can use a little public relations help. But if I were a governor or mayor, I would want that plant in my community. And many of them are designed in a very beautiful way. It's really very positive. Okay, thank you.
A little off topic. So you mentioned Joe Biden and some of the past leadership, and it's been about 69 days since we've seen Mitch McConnell. Sometimes when you look at Congress, it looks like the cast of the moon. But I read a Cindy Adams column in the New York Post recently, and she talked about how we need term limits and someone needs to hold Congress accountable. Maybe you should be the person to do it. Would you support term limits for Congress or some type of cognitive testing? Because maybe if we had that the last 4 years, we wouldn't have ended up in some of these messes.
So term limits are very popular with the public. I've seen it both ways. I've seen where people go in and they get termed out and they're very talented and they're at the height of their career, politicians. And you end up with total rookies in there, nothing gets done. And I've seen it the other way where people are there too long. We see that all the time. I see both. I always like to say that a term limit is an election. The public's pretty smart. You see that last night. We had some great success last night. The Republican Party had tremendous success last night. But I like to say that term limits should be elections. But I'm okay with term limits. Remember, the people that have to pass term limits are the people that are going to be voting on them to get out of office. So it's a little bit tough. That's not the easiest vote to get, is it, huh? But I'm okay with it one way or the other. I do think elections really term people out.
I want to ask you about Canada, but first, the Treasury Secretary says that we could see the most impactful sanctions on Iran this week. When will they come, and what else could be sanctioned on Iran? Well,
We have things that we could sanction. We have very draconian sanctions, and we'll see what happens. Right now, the strait is open. A lot of boats are coming through. People aren't reporting that, and that may slow down a little bit at some point. But right now, a lot of boats are coming through. The naval blockade has been extremely effective. Zero, I mean, literally while it's up, and it's been for quite a while, except for a couple of little pauses where we opened it purposely with a deal. But the deal didn't terminate, the deal didn't turn out to be what they said, when they tell us one thing and they do another. But the blockade has been 100% successful. No boats have gotten into Iran, but they are getting in for other places. But we'll see. We're going to see what happens. It'll either be extremely good and oil prices are going to drop like a rock, or we'll continue to do exactly what we're doing. They were talking about $350 a barrel, and it's today 84, 85. And we are getting a lot of oil out. But the other thing that's happened is people have found other alternatives, which they never thought about. Texas, Alaska, Louisiana, and other places. In addition, a lot of pipelines, record numbers of pipelines are being built. So I think the Hormuz Strait's not going to be quite as important as it was in the past.
Yeah, on Canada, you said that there's a deal, an agreement in place. Are you willing to lower tariffs on steel and aluminum?
Well, we're looking at that.
In order to get farmers.
Well, we're getting zero for our farmers. Farmers have been hurt very badly by Canada. and they won't be paying any tariffs anymore. And we may bring some of the tariffs down to a level where other countries are, because Canada was paying a higher tariff. Canada was paying us a higher tariff. So we have a very nice relationship with leadership right now, and we'll see. But we did a 3-day pause. It was supposed to be a 50% straight across the board tariff that was going into effect at 7 o'clock this morning. And I delayed it at the request of Canada for 3 days so we can iron out the details. But it's going to be a wonderful deal, hopefully a wonderful deal for everybody. Yeah.
Earlier today, you said North Korea has something like 57 nuclear weapons. They've been expanding their nuclear program. Is your goal in trying to re-engage with Chairman Kim still denuclearization? And what makes you think you could be successful now when you weren't?
Well, I don't want to talk about that, but I do have a good relationship with Kim Jong-un. As you know, you've seen. He didn't like Biden. He didn't like Obama. He didn't like anybody, but he likes me, and I just got along with him very good. We had great meetings. We speak, and I think our nation, and I think other nations, frankly, whether it's Japan or South Korea, they're a lot safer if I'm president than if somebody else is president. Now, I didn't like the fact that we're doing these massive military exercises, really against North Korea. It was an exercise against North Korea. When I'm friendly with him, when we have, I don't see anything happening for certainly 2.5 years. It's not going to happen with me, but I don't see anything happening. And I was not happy when South Korea said, no, they're not interested in helping us with the Hormuz Strait. And yet they get 60% of their oil from the Hormuz Strait. I said, would you like to help us? He said, no, thank you. I said, that's nice, please, thank you. He made us a lot of money. I didn't like that. So I felt that to do we were doing a massive war exercise. I thought that was very insulting to somebody that, frankly, has been, during my term at least, very well behaved. Yeah.
On the bond market, is the administration done enough to stabilize the bond market after yesterday?
Well, I think it is, but I mean, it's very sad. Every time we do great, we announce great numbers, the interest rates go up. And they go up because they want to stop inflation. They should go down because the country's strong. You know, I see countries like Switzerland where they're the #1 lowest interest rates, 0.5%, and we pay 3.5%. And yet, if we stop doing business, for instance, I have the absolute right to cut off all business with a country like Switzerland, like anything. So why are they prime if I can cut off the business and they are no longer functional? And yet they're considered to be like an elite country. And I don't want to single them out because there's 60 countries like that. They live off the United States. So why are we paying higher interest rates than them? You know, in the old days, we used to pay the lowest interest rate, no matter how we were doing, because we sort of generate for the whole world. And I want to see it where interest rate, and I have to tell you, we have a wonderful chairman. I think he's doing a great job. The problem is he has a board, and it's a political board. People put in by Obama, Biden, and me. And there are quite a few members still left, as you understand. And so they vote to raise interest rates. I don't know if they're doing it because they think they're doing a good thing or because they like the politics of it. But my point is, years ago, 25 years ago, when the country announced good numbers, interest rates went down because we had a stronger country. Now, when we announce good numbers, the better they are, the worse it is for interest rates. So we could have a GDP of 10 times. You know, they say, oh, it's going to be 3 times or 4.1. We could have a GDP of 10, 12, 15 times if they just leave us alone. Let the rates go down. We should pay the lowest interest rates. You know, every point of interest is $600 billion. Think of that. Every point of interest is $600 billion. 2 points means we make a fortune, but we keep driving it up. It's a very unfair system. And I've said it now for a long time. When our country does well, interest rates should go down. I mean, every time I hear our country is doing well, I say, oh, it's too bad, because they lift up interest rates. They should drop interest rates because it means we have a strong country. And it's all based on credit, meaning good credit. And we have the best credit. And we'd pay off the debt very easily, very quickly. But if somebody's paying a 0.5 point, we should be paying a 0.5 point, not somebody else. Right now, I think it's Switzerland has the lowest. Again, and I don't want to single them out, but if you take our business away from Switzerland, they have problems. So why are they paying a 0.5 point and we're paying much more than that? Does that make sense to anybody? I mean, it seems pretty simple to me, but it's a killer. You know, I almost like to hear bad numbers. I'm saying, I hope we have bad numbers today. Interest rates we're gonna. It doesn't make sense. When our business is good, we should lower interest rates. And then you want to build America, you're going to see a building like you've never seen. We're doing great, even despite the fact of what's happening with interest rates.
Volatility in the bond market?
No, I don't think so, because like I said, our country is doing so well despite interest rates. We have interest rates that are they're actually artificially high. They raise them for no reason. And you can't go out to the market when you have a Fed that's raising interest. You can't say, I want to pay 3 points less than what the Fed says you're supposed to be paying. So, no, I don't think so at all. I think we have a very powerful country, and we're powering through these ridiculous interest rates. They're ridiculous. Look, when our country is strong, interest rates should go down. When our country is weak, frankly, they should go up. But this country is strong. There's never been in history the kind of money coming into a country as we have right now. Trillions and trillions of dollars are being invested in plants, factories, everything, everything you can think of. We're the hottest country in the world. We are by far, and I said it 100 times, the king of Saudi Arabia, many people, they said 2 years ago, 3 years ago, your country was dead. Now you have the hottest country in the world. That's what we have. We have the hottest country in the world, and these people are helping us a lot. Thank you very much, everybody. Come on to the Oval Office. We're going to take them into the Oval Office. We're going to show them a real office, okay? Their offices are nice, but this is nice.
Did you watch Donald Frank's debate? Thank you, press.
I don't know about you guys, but that was huge.
Yeah, man. Like, I didn't like when it started getting into like the war stuff. I'm here for the crypto.
Yeah, I texted you guys. I'm like, fuck this. Like, get back to crypto, man.
I was just about to put a comment in about it.
I was a little upset, no Brad's speech, but what new?
You know what though? Like, I think Brad knows his place. Like, I think he knows who he is, and that's why he just sat back, right? They let the little dogs talk, but the big boy, he's just sitting in the back. And I really think, like we've talked about this before, but I really truly think that they don't want to put all that pressure and that emphasis on XRP. Like we talked about this with Elon Musk, right? When he's like, I can't comment. This is not financial advice. Like,
right.
They trying to deter away from XRP and Ripple. And I truly think it's because they're stacking the shit out of that, and they're gonna, like, who knows what's gonna happen, but I think we know what's gonna happen. Not financial advice, do your research, but
yeah.
And like I love the question. I love the question of my favorite question of the whole thing was, is the US going to start buying more Bitcoin and stacking more Bitcoin? And you see how quickly he like immediately turns to someone else, right? He's like, "Well, I'm not going to talk. Well, our guys are going to. If they give me the advice to buy that, then we will." But, and I'd be supportive of it. But I think they all know what's coming.
Did you see him comment about our show?
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Yeah, he did. He did. He quoted about us.
Make sure you make a post about that so we can all tag it.
Crypto Bro Show is best, like nothing you've ever seen.
He said if you guys want real insider info, listen to the Crypto Bros.
He I don't know if y'all even paid attention. He stopped the whole thing for a second. And goes, "Hey guys, you see this? They're live streaming." That's what he was talking about on the side. That's why he had to stop talking. He had to bring other people up. I've got to go comment.
Make sure you post that, Henry, so we can all post it as well.
I will. It's all on here on the YouTube.
I don't know about you guys though, but like that brought a tear to my eye. And like I'm still shaking right now because they literally just gave everybody the silver spoon and just told you how to feed yourself. They literally just said the world of finance is going to digital assets, going to crypto. It came right out of their fucking mouths.
Yeah.
They told you what's happening. The world is changing. We're going to crypto. I don't know about you guys, but I'm more excited than ever after that
I'm
because
gonna tell you,
when
seeing all of them stand up there with Trump and it being an announcement that this is happening without like, well, we're looking and hopefully in the future. There was no hopefully in the future.
nope, they said it is the future, not it's
They
hopefully.
said it's happening. This is what we're doing. Yeah, it was like
That's
present
crazy.
tense, not future tense. That spoke volumes to me. Seeing them there and not speaking as if it's in the future or things to come. It was as this is what is happening now. That meant more than anything.
Yeah, if that doesn't resonate to everybody, that to accumulate as fast as possible and hold, I don't know what does.
Yeah, dude. And I'm and they're not financial advice, but man, that should light a fire underneath everybody.
No doubt.
XRP, are you lit up? Are you excited?
Time's running short, fellas. Go by. Honestly, I think we're about to see shit start really speeding up. Even the Robinhood CEO was on CNBC. The guy with the long hair that was
Looks like Robinhood.
Yeah, he straight out said the super cycle of tokenization starts now and is going to gobble up the whole financial system. So, and now he was standing right next to Trump and Brad. So, yeah, I'm pretty bullish. In
And you
September,
guys know who my favorite tokenization is. So load up on the hint cough Hondo.
Like, there's literally a deadline in a way because they're going to move on with the Clarity Act, vote for it on September 15th.
Yep.
That's
the deadline to accumulate.
That's their intentions. And in my personal opinion, I think it could come before if any major events happen. I'm not saying there will, but who knows when? Who knows?
Well, isn't it the dinar is September the 1st? Is that when that's happening?
Yeah, and you guys got to think if the dinar's at like I think it's like 13.10 or 13.50 or something like that to $1, and they revalue it to even 1 to 1, that will crush our dollar. So if Trump is ready to make it a national emergency, like that, he could save our dollar. He could save us from witnessing a Great Depression because they revalue the dinar, and then he signs the Clarity Act as a national emergency. That's how I could see this happening earlier.
Yeah, maybe.
Or
I don't know,
anything.
but that was
really.
exciting,
I mean,
dude. Like it's you know, when you sent it to me, I was like, well, that's kind of cool. You know, this is probably it's gonna be, you know, I thought it was gonna be somewhat exciting. And I was like, well, you know, everybody covers these things. Maybe we should cover it. But man, I am really glad we covered that one.
Yep.
Buddy, that one there could be one of those historic ones because that was different than any other one I've watched.
Me too. That one had me shaking, man. Like I'm still shaking. Like my whole body shaking. I have tears in my eyes. I'm like everything that I believed and everything that I was working for and all the money that I've invested. Like I've invested, dude. I'm not even joking, boys. Like my life savings.
About him.
You know. Like my life savings, man. And I'm like, I'm just shaking here. Like this is crazy.
Things are about to change, brother. Things are about to change.
Boys, I can see that studio in Florida happening. My kids are going to be U.S. citizens. We're going to have to do this thing.
Yeah, you might be a U.S. citizen either way. Trump's gonna take you guys.
Trump said, Alberta's ours, bitch.
Well, he just also said that they made a deal with Canada. So
he did say that. He did say that. And what's so funny is go ahead.
They want to secede by 2027.
Yeah,
they want to what? What was that?
I just seen something about that. I thought that Alberta wanted to leave by 2027.
Yeah, there's like you obviously you guys are in the States, so you don't hear too much about Canada, but like they have protests up here. There was a huge petition. People were all meeting at the legislative grounds and signing, and like it's just people want out. Like they in Canada, if you're not an Easterner, like the Easterners, all whatever the East picks, that's what. Like if Toronto and Ottawa pick the leadership, that's what it is. You're not getting. You're not going to beat it if you're in Alberta and BC. There's just so many people in Ontario and Quebec. So that's what wins the elections out here, right? And the problem with that is they focus everything on the East. So whatever the East wants, then they go against it, right? And like Alberta creates all the majority of the oil and the gas out here in Canada. And so, it's obviously we get cheaper gas than in Ontario and that, but they hit you with other things. So they're like, why are we being taxed for this and why are we being taxed for that when we create it and when we do it? So they want to be like Texas. They want to be out and they want to be Texas. Like, cause you look at a house in Texas, right? You can get a freaking mansion for 300 grand. In Edmonton, Alberta, 300 grand gets you a freaking tiny little duplex. So I think people are just sick and tired of it and being like, why are we not reaping the rewards of what we create? And be more like Texas. So
That's one of those states I was thinking about.
Yeah, I like Texas. I like Florida.
Alberta's like a mini Texas, boys. Like everything's bigger in Texas, right? And that's Alberta. Like bigger trucks, like all these guys who have little dick syndrome, like these monster trucks driving around the fucking city. Everyone who's an oil boy has a big truck with big rims, big tires, big loud exhaust. And that's the thing is who's got the biggest, loudest fucking truck out here? It's no different than Texas, right? Everything's bigger in Texas, so.
Yeah, we used to have the big trucks we go mud bogging and all that stuff in. It kind of fell out of fashion here for some reason. There's not as many people running around with them. When I was a kid, everybody had their stuff jacked up. And I mean, that was just a thing. And we used to, every time it rained, man, there's probably about 15 of us down there, about 15 vehicles, probably about 30 people, 30 something people, because we all pack in one car.
Yeah.
And dude, go down there and sink our cars down in the mud and stuff and try to pull them out and all that.
Yeah, man. That's my life as a kid too, man. Like I know you guys don't know many hockey players, but you could Google him. His name's Jay Bouwmeester. He's an Alberta boy. I actually grew up with a bunch of guys that played hockey with him. I played with hockey with a bunch of guys that played with him. But down in Florida, Jay Bouwmeester, like the funniest story was that he bought this huge, big Alberta truck, jacked it up, made it loud, put the big rims and tires on it. And he was like the only guy in Florida driving this monster truck through the city. And everyone knew it was Jay Bouwmeester because who else is driving a fucking monster truck in Florida? Oh, it's that big Alberta boy. So kind of funny. Got your Lambos and your Ferraris and your Corvettes and all that, but then you got this giant GMC fucking pickup truck. So
I got someone
it's kind
from
of
my
fun.
town who went pro.
What's that?
I said I got someone from my town who went pro in the NHL.
Oh, that's awesome. What's his name?
Steven Johns. He played on Dallas.
Nice. Stars. That's cool, man.
Yeah.
We got a lot of football players come out from where I live. We don't got as many hockey players seeing us out. We never even see ice. So,
Yeah, exactly.
We read about ice. We don't get to see it.
Yeah, one day you have to come out here and go for a skate with me.
Yeah,
I'll get
man.
get you those little kitty push bars. You've never even been on skates, you said, right?
No, I've never been on skates.
I don't think my ankle. Yeah, I don't think my ankles are strong enough, bro.
My brother.
He said my ankles are breaking, I will die.
You want to know what's so funny? Actually, next skate that I do with the boys, I'll get my son to do outside edge. And it's like basically you're like on this tiny little piece of your skate blade and your ankle looks like it's going to break. I'll get him to do it and I'll send you guys a video. And you guys can be like, what the fuck is that? I use him for all my demonstrations when I do power skating because he's like the best skater I've ever seen. And I don't know how, because I'm not a great skater, but this kid can skate like the wind. I'll send you guys some videos. He's pretty crazy. He can skate, but he can't play worth shit. And I'm only saying that because he's right in front of me.
I can rollerblade, or I used to be able to rollerblade when I was younger, and we
Yeah,
did
that's
that.
that's pretty similar.
Yeah, we used to, but I mean, that's all we had. We just rollerblade around on the streets and stuff around here.
Yeah,
but
Yeah, it's
you had to rollerblade on the streets because we didn't have sidewalks. Too poor to have sidewalks. We barely had
Oh,
a red light. When we got a red light and a Dollar General, you thought motherfuckers was bougie. Yeah, I'm not even bullshitting, dude. We got a Dollar General and a Chinese place at the same time. Bro, I ain't never seen so many people eat so many have so much Chinese in 1 week and have so many fucking brooms. Like, bro, why are you buying another broom? I don't know. You never know. I got one for the garage and I got one for the house and now I got one for the bed of the truck. God, dude, you don't need but one broom, bro. You just up here because it's here. You know what I mean? There ain't shit going on. You're bored, bro. That's why you're at Dollar General, because you're like, man, ain't nothing happening. Only thing around here they do is damn get drunk and get in trouble. So the same people was going to the Dollar General acting bougie, buying shit they didn't need. It's so stupid.
who's got let's listen, it's a competition. Who's got the nicest fucking broom in the city? Come on.
You're talking about yeah. I got the one that kind of, it comes with a dustpan that cleans the broom when I go through it. Yeah, boy.
Boys,
I got
boys,
that.
Ethereum just cleared $2,100 just now.
Oh my god.
10% up today. That's crazy. Holy shit. And Chainlink. So I was looking at buying Chainlink when they were talking, like when Trump was talking about Chainlink.
Mm-hmm.
And it was at like 1350 or something. It just pumped up too. It's going to hit $14 right now. Well, $14 Canadian, sorry. Which I don't know what that is American, sorry. That's crazy.
Yeah. All green candles today. You got ZBack Network that is up almost 10%.
I did see something funny. This guy's like, it showed Mark Wahlberg looking like at something. I can't remember. I mean, it's just him looking at the screen or whatever, like and it says looking at his phone, and it says the crypto's up 5% this morning. Everybody's like, it's pumping up to the sky. It's like, yeah, that's what we want. And it is funny though, you get a little bit of a push in the bear market. Everybody's like, finally it's happening.
Yeah, and then watch. Fuck, tomorrow I'll be red, down 5%. Shit, why didn't I sell yesterday and buy again today?
That's so stupid. That's so stupid.
But how funny would it be though, actually, if we go Friday and we're like, boys, like, cryptos or Bitcoin's at $70, like, that'd be crazy, right?
Yeah, dude. Like, I ain't gonna lie, man. I gotta get some more. I was kind of hoping it would wait to September 15th because next month I was gonna put another 1,500 in it, and so I was kind of hoping it would wait anyway.
It's funny you say you're gonna take 1,500 out or put 1,500 in. I just took 1,500 out today with the pump.
Yeah, man. But see, I ain't got but maybe less than right around a grand in it right now, and because I put so much into the business that when finally I got on salary with this company and things started rolling in properly and I started paying all my debts off, you know what I mean? I done sold my crypto to get me places. I done borrowed money to get me places, but I got where I needed to get. And so I'm like, everybody's like, make it happen tomorrow. And I really pray for everybody. I'm like, hell with it. Let it happen tomorrow. If it makes everybody rich and they're happy.
but at the end of the day, brother, like it's not gonna boom in a week, like even if it does, we're talking about long, 6-month trades here. Like we're not day traders. We want to talk about 6-month trades. And if you look at that now, like that Bitcoin, even if you grab in Bitcoin at 80 grand, you're still looking at it go for 250 to 500,000, so who cares if you get it at 80 or 68? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, I agree totally. I do. I'm not a let's make it today and tomorrow. Buy it and forget about it to an extent. Just put it back there and let it sit, man, because it's gonna do what it's gonna do. But like how Zach Predicts was on our show the other day, he said, He said, just buy it and let it sit. He said, and once a month or so, he said, look at your bags and see how it'll look and see what's happening. Look at some trends, see if maybe you should sell. If it's way up, maybe you should
Yeah.
sell.
That's the thing though, is like as a chart guy, right? Like I look at charts all fucking day. My kids think I'm crazy, obviously. And then I watch James from the UK. I'm watching Overkill. Like I know I'm name dropping here, but like these are the guys that I'm watching. Like these chart guys, I watch with them all the time to make sure that my charts are the same as theirs, or I'm seeing the same thing they're seeing. I'm not crazy. But like a guy like Overkill, he's like Overkill Trading. He literally shows you this is when to buy, this is when to sell. He has the dots, he has the setup. It's not rocket science. And if you have a guy like that and you're watching him on a daily basis, you can't go wrong. You literally can't go wrong. And just so you guys know, yesterday he got the first golden dot in 4 years or something with H bar. So like and these golden dots, he's like, I haven't seen a golden dot in like 3 years. So he's like, that's a huge signal that something huge is happening with like H bar. So it's usually green dots mean buy, red dots mean sell, and then a golden dot is like a holy shit, something about to happen. So
Yeah.
your boy here might have went a little crazy on H bar last night. Nah, not financial advice, but I did. Because if you hit a 10x, 20x, 30x in the next 2-3 months, that's life changing. That's like, all right, 6 more months, I don't have to worry about nothing on one token. But yeah, there's some cool stuff going on, boys. But on that note, I do got to run. I got some stuff I got to do, and it's great
Yeah, it's
watching
nice.
that stuff with you boys. And I hope you have a blessed day.
No,
And
we're
are we
gonna
doing the
call
show
it there.
tomorrow then at 7 p.m. or 9 p.m.? Sorry.
Tomorrow's Thursday, yes,
Oh, I
9
lost you.
p.m. Eastern in the afternoon, at night, or wherever you're at, depending. We're gonna be doing the tenfold Thursday.
I can't hear you
So
guys anymore.
you can't hear me anymore?
Well, I don't know. I'm getting audio issues, so I'm gonna take off. I'll chat with you guys tomorrow.
All right, brother, be safe. But all right, well, I think we should go ahead and shut down the show for today and get ready for tomorrow. We got conspiracy theory tomorrow. It's tenfold Thursday. We'll have Brooke Odyssey on there. She's pretty popular on TikTok and some other places, and she really knows her conspiracy stuff, so that's going to be exciting. And dude, thank you so much for letting me know about this to get us going together for all of us, because I definitely didn't know that this was happening today until you sent it to me.
Yeah, I'm glad we ended up deciding to go live. So I do hope everybody has a good day, and make sure you don't forget to tune in tomorrow night.
All right, be blessed, everybody.
God bless.